I actually don't think so. I think they have a lot of different ways they could look off of this. I'm curious to see if we ever see a return of the Kennen into the Gnar match. I remember quite a few years ago when Gnar was quite popular. Check this out. This is a tough spot for Hirit. He's got an extra range minion, and he's going to find Gilius.
Flash in from Gilius, jump away from Hirit. Hirit does still have his splash. Flash in from Broken Blade, looking for the chase. The spear connects, and Gilius,
without having any jungle support, because now there will be that objective trade in the Infernal.
Mazel getting the first dragon of the game. Infernal get ahead, and they're looking to get further ahead as they dive Hirit in the top lane. Gilius jumps in with the stun. Hirit tries to hop away. He lands one bounce. Gilius might go down to the tower here. Just about survives, but Hirit takes him out. And now Broken Blade's on the chase. Hirit with a good escape and a 2v1. And Neon is now on the receiving end. Undertow comes out. Vander dashing forward. Neon's already flashed. One more Undertow should spell the death of a KaiSser. Vander secures it. And limits, because that's how this game is going to be defined from here on out. Can Schalke get Broken Blade far enough ahead that he can win as Vander jumps in? Neon caught out just a little bit, able to survive. As we see the rest of Schalke retreating into their own jungle. Misfits brought all 5 players up here for a little bit of a Barney, and they will force Schalke away from the Rift Herald. But yes, I want to track if Broken Blade can extend that lead in the top lane, and if we see Kobe extending that lead in the bottom lane.
Yeah, well, it may be hard for Broken Blade to continue to do a lot, because it does feel like after, you know, level 6 is reached for GP, usually you try to play cross map and utilize that global ultimate. Of course, they used it initially to try and set up that dive and fully push out the minion wave. And in the 1v1, he will definitely be having the time of his life. But now there's a Rift Herald over to Misfits. They've been, you know, slowly procuring a lot of these objectives, and they'll be able to use that to find some more gold and continue padding their own pockets here. And Schalke, they're going to have to go back to the drawing board just a little bit, because after so much pressure on the top side, now this Gnar have played with steel caps, it becomes much harder to actually shut him down. So you can see Gilius and Limit, their job now is to team up and look to attack mid or potentially this bot lane if Vander leaves Kabe's side.
For the moment, they're just gaining control over this bottom side river. Mountain Drake up in a minute's time. Will only be the second dragon of the game, so neither team needs it to really get that stack going. But Misfits can keep the game on a little bit of a timer if they take it. You know, you're looking at a 21-minute, 22-minute Soul, and it's either going to be Ocean or Cloud. So we could see Schalke having to fight around those 3rd or 4th dragons pretty darn soon.
Yeah, and as far as, you know, looking forward in this game goes, I do like a lot of the options Schalke have in terms of playing the side lane, already with the GP out to a good edge, but also Echo into a side lane, having multiple globals to back up any sort of 1v1, whether that's Gilius flying in with his ulti or Broken Blade using the Cannon Barrage to help out Abadage. You do have a lot of these good tools at their disposal, so making sure they're at least even with their 1v1 counterparts, or at best ahead, as Broken Blade's been able to do a nice job of, will always give them that option to play for towers in the side lane, play for pressure, which they can then convert into attacks, you know, on Misfits, you know, around the map.
You could see Gilius spending a little bit of time down towards the bottom lane, trying to find an attack onto Misfits. He was looking for that Grand Starfall. Magnet, the Storm is now available for Limit. Neon has the Killer Instinct, and you can see Limit diving in. But the problem is, you've still got Featherstorm here for Kobe. He's got the flash, he's got the heal, he's looking to get out, and he manages to do it just for the moment. Neon going in, but he's quickness charmed. Comet Storm coming out as well, as here goes the big fight. 4v4 in the bottom lane. Hirit is the first to fall. Limit coming in as well. Schalke brought all 5 players down towards the bottom, and Vander eats a parlay to the rear and gets killed. Now Razork underneath the tower, tries to pop the ultimate, but you can't escape a 5v1. Schalke pull the trigger in the bottom lane and get 3 quick kills. Just in a 1v3. Rift charges forward. Razork just needs a couple more auto attacks to take it. First tower of the game is Razork. Abadage is going to dive back in into getting Broken Blade ahead. We've got 2.5 minutes before the Cloud Dragon is up. Schalke playing on Kobe and Bandit. They're being given this tower. Like, it's fine. Broken Blade doesn't need to get close to this.
Yeah, it's interesting you bring up the scaling with
down this tower. Their gold lead will extend to about 1,700 or so, and that's one dedicated tank, and you don't really have that way to get into this area of darkness.
Yeah, and I like how Schalke played that around the Drake very patiently. They always, you know, every 30-second timers on the waves in mid lane, get priority, then consider the Drake. Well, the first time they didn't feel super great because Misfits had a couple people pushed down towards the bot side, so they say, slow it down, play for the next wave, then Vision, then Drake, secured. Misfits say, we don't want to contest that at all. 3 items that give you a whole lot of threat over a side lane. Well, Gilius, he's looking to just jump on in here.
Grand Starfall coming in. Gilius locks up 3. Vander's going to try and flash away BTO in the middle of them all, and BTO's already got the kill. Neon coming in from the side as well, and Limit is in the midst of this fight. Limit is almost down. You can see a double cook for Razork as Abbedagge and Broken Blade join the fray. 3v3, Razork trying to step forward. Abbedagge, oh, the blade caller not quite enough to kill off Limit. Cobby still very healthy. Razork flashing in, Gorjinka trying to heal. Cobby comes back in, but they weren't quite on the same page. Cobby flashes forward, and Broken Blade will fall. Limit almost goes down as well as Abbedagge is now the new target. Here it gnaws out. The chase is on, but Abbedagge has all of that extra movement speed. And looking at the top lane, trying to fight off Abbedagge, but Abbedagge does still have the chrono shift to break back if he needs to. Teleport's coming into the top lane. Vander's getting chased away. Blast Cone will keep him safe for now. There's no turret in that top lane, and Neon just dives straight in. The attract KaiSser combo.
Oh, not the TP again,
TP comes in from Hirit, and he goes straight into Mininar. No rage bar, nothing available. And Hirit TPs into his demise. Abbedagge still on the chase. VTO overstepped, and VTO will be taken out underneath the tower.
That was just so good by Schalke. This one's going to Schalke. They're right back in the lead by a long from the Gnar. He pops into Mini as well, immediately coming out of Mega. That's just unlucky. And then Abbedagge with the brilliant setup.
I believe in that 1v1 matchup, as Schalke perhaps look for a fight. Bandit going in with the quickness, but the Magnet Storm keeps them all locked in place. Now Limit will die. The rest of Misfits can't really chase any further. TP coming in from Abbedagge. Ragnarok has been
just
used.
Ults back to bot lane.
Yep, and just dives all the way back.
Yeah, just back into the split push, right? He's got the Baron buff, you'll love to see it. Gilius has to flash away here, but he should be A-okay. So off that play, Schalke still get that turret in the bot lane, but Misfits with a good attack, slowing down the Baron. It's just going to be that turret. He's been trying really hard. Again, I like the theory. He does a lot of damage, has some CC, but here we go, Misfits.
Vander once again going in with the charm. Limit buffered out his W there with the crash down. Broken Blade not in this fight right now. VTO looking for the knockback on Abbedagge, but Abbedagge does have the ultimate to get himself out if he needs.
Misfits trying to find the fight there. Of course, Broken Blade, he was pushing minions in the mid lane, so like, hey, if we can find the snap pick, like we did on Limit earlier, when that Baron was active, we can fight without Broken Blade. Here we go, one shot.
Imagine if he had Flash. He almost kills Cobby, though. Death's Daughter. Holy moly, that's a lot of damage. Neon dives into the backline. Cobby flashes away. Limit going in, and Abbedagge at the perfect flank at the perfect time to guide into the backline of Misfits. That's one for Neon. He's on a killing spree. The Gold Drinker not enough. Limit will go down as VTO gets a kill. Hirit trying to clean this one up. He's got VTO next to him, but they can't quite get in. Hirit, oh, he only nars the minions. What did they do to you, man? Pay for it with your life. Hirit taken out as Schalke push forward.
I've just been so impressed by the individual play from Schalke in this game. Like, the initial team fight is not working for them, but then, again, a huge parallel convergence on the flank there from Abbedagge. It is just a beautiful thing to watch. Give them champions with high agency, and they are going to show up. Schalke's looking legit.
They really are, and I think a lot of people... Baron is obviously a better objective at the time, and now they have 20 seconds on the next one. So they can bring one person that can match up into either Broken Blade or into Abbedagge. VTO, the only guy who's really farmed enough.
Advantage. And by moving towards the wait a second limit, here we go.
It's overstepped just a little bit here because the chase is on. Razork trying to do what he can with the Gold Drinker. Here's the Grand Starfall, and is what you talked about, Ender. Schalke can all dive bomb in as soon as they catch one of you. Abbedagge dives onto the back line. He tries to get Vander with the rocket bet. He'll be able to secure the kill, and Schalke pick up 3 quick kills. And now Misfits, 2 men left alive to try and defend against the oncoming storm that is Schalke.
Schalke were waiting for an objective. They were waiting for Misfits to make a mistake, and they pounce immediately, just like they have this entire game. Do they have the minions though? A wave is here in the middle lane. Cobby and VTO just try and push it away.
Who cares about minions when you can dive the enemy mid lane? Abbedagge jumps forward, jumps back with the chrono break, and there's only Cobby left alive. One man standing against the army that is the Royal Blues. Schalke, 4 games in a row, their best record since spring 2019. Schalke clean it up on the fountain and go 5-2.
Schalke, what a bounce back after week 1. Maybe a little disappointing then, but ever since the